Hello there, I pray you're faring well today. Recently, I've been thinking about the so many ways in which sometimes we fail ourselves, and this doesn't happen because we do not have the capabilities or the abilities to do what we have to do in order to go a next step, maybe to the next level or to do something new, but because sometimes we fail to capitalize on the resources that we have, and we waste so much time and so much resources doing things that are not even going to help us in the long run, but because we think after all we have the resources. I guess we should never ever take it for granted when we have access to certain things that we believe can take us to a next step. Say for example, many of us have access to the internet and maybe to a smartphone, and most times we find ourselves in a place where we are very comfortable. We are saying, "Ooh, I'm very unemployed and whatnot, and I can't do anything about it." Yet there are so many ways you can build your skills in the process of waiting onto employment or waiting onto a business or a job opportunity. We usually come up with excuses that could almost sound okay for someone to believe that that's the reason as to why we have failed to do something constructive in our lives. Yet at the beginning of the year, we are so excited and trying to set goals and visions and saying, "Ooh, this is a new year, so it's a new me. This is a new thing I'm going to do." But then as the year goes halfway, I figured that many of us fall off the radar all because we have failed to focus and complete something and achieve. This is not to attack anyone or anything, but then I believe that in many ways we have come to disappoint ourselves, and then we sit down at the end of the year, 31st of December, and go like, okay, what did I achieve in this year? You know how days run so fast, and then you feel like you still have a lot to do or a lot you haven't achieved. Looking at that very list we talked about earlier, the New Year's resolutions and everything, and then you're like, God, what did I do to deserve all this? Maybe there is a spirit of delay in my life. Maybe I have a spirit of rejection, that's why I can't be accepted to places. I do not mean that life is obvious, because yes, those things are there, but then I also believe that once you do your best and trust God with everything else, you'll get to something. I don't mean that everything that we have right now, it came on a silver platter, but it came on hard work, it came on building skills. Let me tell you, I don't know if there are jobs that I've gotten recently where they looked at my CV. Of course, there is a job that I applied for and they told me, "Oh, you're too qualified for the job. Based on your age and what we can offer and everything, we don't think we can hire you." Now, to me, that was a good problem. But what I'm trying to say is, it took me time to build that CV that they're calling the too qualified. It took me time, it took me energy. I had to actually seek for mentorship. I had to build my skills. I had to teach myself things online. Because I mean, the same amount of data that I would use to stay on Facebook, swipe through Instagram, Twitter thing or two, it's the same amount of data I can actually use to research and get started with a project. I mean, it doesn't require us to do things alone because there are many people that are willing to help. Of course, we have to be able to know and understand who is right, who is wrong, because at the end of the day, we work with very funny people. But what I'm trying to say is, seek help. Let's learn to capitalize on the resources that we have, and this I mean even the people in our lives. There are people that can do these things, there are people that can guide us, there are people that have been there before. It doesn't mean that you're going to have to do everything on your own, but you have to start from somewhere. And once you start from somewhere, then God will provide, you'll get the resources, He'll bring the right people along your path that will be able to help you achieve the dream that you want. Of course, at the end of the day, you also have to bear in mind the reason as to why you're doing what you're doing, because if it's for selfish reasons, you might even start but you will not go far. But if you focus on what it is to be of service to people, to give back to community, to be able to learn and teach other people, then from there you'll be able to grow as a person and the family where you come from and all the people that you represent. Maybe what kills for us is sometimes we think we know everything, but we actually don't know everything. Everyone has gone through a stage of failure, a stage of making mistakes. And then if you could only ask, and if you could only seek to learn, if you could only learn to read books, you get to see that there are mistakes that you will avoid, say in business, for example, or in relationships, or in anything, decision making in life. There are mistakes that you could have avoided earlier if only you researched. Many of us do things because we think we know, because we think we have the resources, but then it's very important for us to research, and still you can only research and get the right information if you use every material that's around you. Of course, you do not have to take everything that you read, but you've got to learn how to seek knowledge. When you stay hungry, you stay foolish, and not in a bad way, but you get to grow in certain areas of your life. You get to learn things that you never knew you would know. And it's very exciting to know that you can grow on your own, even when you don't have the resources to go back for a degree yet or anything, or a PhD or a master's. You can start from somewhere. And once you prove yourself to really want something, it will always work out. It might not be now, it might not be with the particular people that you want it to work out with, but it will always work out as long as you have pure intentions towards it and you're willing to work hard towards it. Pray that you will sit down and look at the way you're going to capitalize on the resources you have, on the networks you have, on the people that you have met, on the different things that you have tried to do, and you'll be able to grow and become a person that has value, not only on paper for the things that you did in school, but the skills that you've been able to build and the networks you have been able to build over the years. Bless you. Feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to put the link down below, and you'll be able to see each and every other video that I've recorded since. Have a beautiful day.